The COMELEC advised the police and military to be responsible in their actions in checkpoints and during the observation of the nationwide gun ban. Here is the report.
To ensure a peaceful 2013 midterm polls, the Commission on Elections reminded the police and military personnel to strictly abide the proper guidelines in inspections. More than 1,600 checkpoints nationwide are installed 24/7 for the campaign period until June 12. For private cars, the personnel could only request to open the doors if windows are heavily tinted. Otherwise, vehicles could only be checked in plain view and inspect if there are weapons. No opening of doors or compartment. For public utility vehicles, passengers should only stay at their seats. No need to get off. Elections Chair Sixto Brillantes says the measures have been relatively effective in the 2010 presidential elections. More than 2,700 firearms were confiscated. About 3,000 persons were arrested. For GNN, Rex Remitio, News Force.
Over 2,000 teachers has sought an increase in poll duty pay from 4,000 to 6,000 pesos during the midterm elections. Alliance of Concerned Teachers Representative Antonio Tino said the increase in the salary could be derived from the savings of the Commission on Elections. He added they seek for an assurance that the teachers would get a part on the released 4 billion peso worth of savings to the poll body of the Department of Budget and Management. Tino also noted the 480 million pesos that could be derived from the COMELEC savings would help increase the teachers' poll pay from 4,000 to 6,000 pesos.
The Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, has released new rules on campaign advertisements in TV, radio, and internet. The poll body has revised its old rules in order to impose bigger cuts on candidates' advertising minutes. In its new rules, national candidates may only run a total of 120 minutes advertising for TV, while 180 minutes for radio. COMELEC is set to begin the counting on the campaign ad minutes on February 12 up to May 11. Probers Tuesday have found skeletal remains in the backyard of the former barangay official Ronald Bae, who went on a shooting rampage in Cavite. According to Bae's helper John Paul Lopez, the said skeletons belong to Bae's former helper Teodulo Villanueva, whom Bae allegedly killed last 2003. He also noted that Bae had buried around his house the bodies of other people he had murdered in the past 5 years. The bones, however, will be sent to the crime laboratory at Camp Crame for identification and analysis.
Interior Secretary Mar Rojas has begun the backtracking to determine who initiated the leak of the initial report regarding the investigation in Quezon Province encounter. Rojas said the leaked copy is not fabricated since it is the same as that of the original report released by the police. The Interior Secretary noted the incident means there has been a neglect on the part of those who are involved in the investigation, adding that the leaked copy caused confusion in the probe process. Another suspect in the 12 billion pesos pyramiding scam allegedly committed by the Aman Futures Group Philippines Incorporated surrendered Monday to the National Bureau of Investigation. NBI Deputy Director for Regional Operations Services Virgilio Mendez said that Darwin Wenceslao surrendered to NBI to top agent Sixto Comia of the Environmental and Wildlife Protection Investigation Division, bringing to 9 the number of Aman Futures suspects in their custody. Mendez said Wenceslao has expressed willingness to cooperate and face charges filed before the Pagadian City Court against him and other Aman Futures pyramiding scam suspects. Meantime, all of the accused except for Amalilio, who remains at large, are now in the custody of the NBI National Headquarters.
The Department of Transportation and Communications, or DOTC, announced Tuesday that the Metro Rail Transit, or MRT, cannot accommodate affected motorists in Epifanio de los Santos Avenue or EDSA rehabilitation. According to DOTC Secretary June Abaya, they assume affected motorists will make use of the MRT as alternative to avoid heavy traffic due to the rehabilitation. Abaya, however, noted that in the preparation for the surge in ridership, the government planned to acquire trains from Czech Republic or Spain government to increase the capacity of the MRT. Facebook introduces new search engine to spy on friends' content. And Lindsay Lohan pleads not guilty in car crash charges. Stay tuned for those stories and more reports when News Force returns.